I'm definitely someone who is interested in knowing how to win the things that I really want in my life. So how do I, everyone, when it comes to negotiations, they speak about how to win in a negotiation and how to come into a win-win situation. So my question to you is, how would you describe in your words what is a win-win negotiation?
Donna, it's a good question to start with this 1 hour journey. Good old days, gone are the days. We had a perception that negotiation is a test of will, the power of muscles. In other words, we consider, oh, in that case, many people consider it as a fist fight. They thought the size of the cake is fixed. It's 1 kilo. In negotiation, it's you up to you to get the bigger part for yourself. That was the traditional standard method that under the impression many years ago. We call it a distributive method. The value is fixed, and my task is to fight and get it back. In this process, we used to term it as saying, if we are able to cut the cake in half, 1 kilo cake, we cut it half, 500 grams for you, 500 grams for you, the other person. Wow, this is win-win. This is what I thought the decades ago. I was wrong. And there's a better, improved, high-level method. This is what we call integrative approach. In that approach, creating more value is the focus. Now, for instance, instead of fighting to divide the 1 kilo cake, you and I, as negotiating counterpart, should try to see how best we could expand the value of the cake. Now, in American parlance, we call it a pie. Is it a fixed pie or expanding pie? Now, under the fixed pie method, win-win is Dona when we cut it half. And you're happy getting 500 grams. I'm also happy getting 500 grams. We call it, wow, amazing, I did it. Woohoo! Win and win. Now, when I look back in my career, now I can't help thinking how much of value I have left on the table. It could be millions or billions that I left on the table trying to go along with the traditional method, assuming that's a fixed pie. The integrative method is I am willing to work with you. It's a collaborative approach. And we jointly try to see whether we could improve it, whether we could improve the size of pie. Let's say if we can improve it to 25 kilos, even if we cut it half, you get 12.5 kilos, I get 12.5 kilos. It's the high level of value enrichment. Now, that would be the better. Now, that is also, you could say, Tissa, now 500 gram, it's win-win situation. Now 12.5 kilos, 12.5 kilos, that's also win-win situation under the expanding. Well, the involvement of negotiation doesn't stop there. There's an even better method. Let me take an example. There's a method called win and win method. Let us understand where we have this recent uproar or controversial point of someone is trying to establish either house or fixed structure close to the Singaraja. That plot of land. Maybe some authorities, local authorities, would have approved it according to their, it's on the purview. The owners of the land want to put up a structure. That's fine. They want to have a structure, and local authorities want to have the structure. Or else, if we take another example, if somebody wants to put up a powerhouse based on the water source, they will generate electricity. It will connect to the national grid. People will be benefited by the organization will be benefited by the profitability of in generating power. That's also win for the public and win for the company who set up that powerhouse or that structure. How about environment? You cannot, in a negotiation, you cannot reach an agreement and say, you, if there's a profit for you, great. I also have the profit for me, but environment suffers. Society suffers. Ethics, values suffers. The latest trend or the higher level of negotiation is there's a profit for negotiating counterparts. There's equal benefit for me. That should not be at the expense of the holistic view. Collective us. It has to be good for you, good for me, and it has to be good for collective us. That means the entire society or environment or the world at large. Can the now question is, Donna, whether we can reach an win-win, or should we try to become a win-win and win negotiators?